You know, when I was talking about Tyrique George one time, right, I made mention that this guy knows how to strike the ball. I talked about his ball striking. And you people, most Chelsea fans did not believe it because they did not really watch him in academy. Now, quite frankly, I did not watch Tyrique George in academy, but I went to watch his highlights. I mean, that is me. If I know that, okay, I don't know much about this player, I go on to watch the highlights. And if you pay attention to the highlights of Tyrique George, you would realize that he's very, very good at striking the ball. And in the Lincoln City versus Chelsea game, I am sure most Chelsea fans, they saw that ball striking capability from Tyrique George. Against Fulham and against Lincoln City, we saw it too. Tyrique George stepped up and he helped Chelsea to make a comeback. This is why, personally, I do not want to see Tyrique George talk as a touchline winger. Because most times when Chelsea fans see Tyrique George, they say, oh, he's a winger, he's a left winger, he's a winger. And the idea is that you should put Tyrique George to be stuck on the touchline or as a touchline winger. For me, if you play him as a touchline winger, Tyrique George does not have that same impact. I mean, you know that this guy has that ball striking ability. So if you are putting him on the touchline, how do you want him to strike the ball? What you really need is Tyrique George closer to the goal. That is why it makes sense that Maresca is profiling Tyrique George as a striker because of that ball striking capability. It makes sense. Yes, I agree. Playing him as a striker, even though it does not work fully, it does not bring out the full talent of Tyrique George, but playing him as a striker actually helps him maximize that ball striking ability. But it makes him, it just makes it happen. Yes, playing him as a striker has not worked. It's not really optimal because it makes Tyrique George looks too stiff. It takes away the freedom of Tyrique George. For me, in my opinion, the best version of George is when he's at that left half space, right? Carrying the ball, dribbling past players, and cutting inside to take off powerful shots. From that position, he can drift to the left wing or even play as a number 10. He can come inside. Now, for my Chelsea fans, here is a very fun fact for you, right? Whenever Tyrique George engineers a comeback for Chelsea, Chelsea usually goes on a winning streak. I mean, we saw it last season in the Chelsea versus Fulham game. No, Fulham versus Chelsea game because Fulham were at home. Fulham versus Chelsea game. Tyrique George was the one who came onto the pitch. He scored the equalizing goal for Chelsea to make it 1-1. Then Pedro Neto scored the winning goal. After that game, Chelsea went on a winning streak. Now, we've seen it against Lincoln City. Lincoln City scored first, away from home too. Lincoln City scored first, right? Then Tyrique George equalized for Chelsea. Then Buonanotte scored the winning goal for Chelsea. So right now, I put it to you, I can tell you for a fact that Chelsea, we are about to go on a winning streak. And that is thanks to Tyrique George's ball striking capability.